Why does Lil Tjay hate Kai Cenat? I've heard there's some beef brewing up underneath the surface, so this should be interesting.
No, rappers and streamers have become intertwined over the last few years. We're seeing more streamers start rap careers and also seeing a lot of rappers starting their streamer careers as well. But even with all of these collabs,
80% of rappers don't make good streamers. Fun fact. I don't think this should be like controversial, but it should be factual.
crossovers we've been seeing, things haven't always
Crossovers
gone
are nice,
perfect
though.
between the two. We've seen everything from scams to beefs, and there's one rapper in specific who's managed to get into some beef with almost every big streamer you could think of.
The reason why I don't like Kai, you wanna know what's crazy? I'll tell you. The reason why I don't like Kai is because he be on my real object. Playboy, Blackboy Max, I deadass didn't know you. I deadass never heard of you. I feel me, I don't even just deal with like that, bro. I don't know who you is. I feel me. I told Aiden, your culture vulture, he told me I'm on perks. Use everybody. They only with the top notch because they using culture vulture.
But who is this rapper? Why are these beefs happening? What's the root of all the problems? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. But first, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the trap house with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that video for the community. Now, with all of that being said, Let's Get has grown tremendously over the years. It went from being a world that was primarily dominated by desktop and gaming streams to becoming a world full of IRL streams and star-studded collabs. This whole trend really started about 4 years ago with the rise of streamers like Aiden Ross. As we all know, Aiden was the first streamer to really start collabing with rappers way back in 2021, which ironically all started with a rapper by the name of Lil Tjay, who we're going to be mentioning a whole lot later on in this video. And the thing that really set all of this off for Aiden was the freestyles that took place during these streams. Over the years, we've seen some of the biggest rappers in the world appear on his stream, but the thing is, these collabs haven't always been drama free. Early on into his career, we've seen Aiden get bullied by rappers like Blueface and his girlfriend Krishan Rock.
Yeah, 200,000.
200,000. That's the first time I ever passed 200K. You called it.
Cool. So,
and even in more recent years of his career, we've seen him
Moving like that, you gotta get out my crib, bro. Nah, we good. We not about to do all that. We not about to do all that, Swingerman. Is he still in jail? I think he's still in jail.
get hustled live for over $100,000 in a game of cards with 21 Savage.
On God, they're marked. Hold on.
What? Look at the little scratches on the.
I don't think you would do that, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, they're scratched, bro. Yeah.
And then, of course, there was the viral Playboy Cardi
Nah, that was
where we
crazy.
seen Aiden get scammed for what was rumored to be over $2 million.
Yeah, thank you so much. Pleasure. Back to the studio. 2024 music. You leave right now? Yeah. Alright, let me mute real quick.
Now, to fast forward on to some other streamers who have also been killing it with these rapper collab streams, it would be malpractice if I didn't mention Blackboy Max, who's been having some medical problems recently, so prayers go out to him. But obviously, we've seen the success Max has had over the last couple years with music, doing various collabs with rappers
Been having
from all
everybody.
over the world, both mainstream and underground. And so far, that's all been working out great for Max. Just like Aiden, Max put his own spin on these rapper collabs by starting a popular series known as In the Booth, where rappers would come on stream and go through the process of making the entire song live. But I also wouldn't say that this has been an entirely smooth ride for Max, because he also ran into some problems with rappers as well, both early and recently in his career. But the biggest problem Max has had with a rapper in his career came back in January of this year when he did a stream
Smoking
in
in
New
the
York with
booth.
various popular New York artists, and
In
it
the B&B.
started off as a very good collab. But you see, this
Like, you look at this line, you got, man, you got Favi, you got TJ, you got mad people vibing with it. Everybody got their jewelry on, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody wavy. Y'all just had to smoke in the B&B. All bro asked you to do is step outside right quick, twin. They finna charge him, bro. You came here for free. You brought mad people with you, bro. Just be a little considerate. I'm not asking you nothing crazy. Just be considerate, twin.
Stream happened to take place inside of an Airbnb with strict rules which included a no smoking policy, and two of the rappers here by the name of Fabio and Lil Tjay both seemed to completely ignore this policy and Max's specific request of not violating the policy, which ended up turning into a whole situation that resulted in both of these rappers leaving and even a diss track being made shortly after.
Stop playing the song.
Who's smoking? Who's smoking? Yo, TJ.
What's up? Who the
Yo, this a B&B. You can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off.
Oh, this shit.
Yeah. I appreciate you though. But yeah.
Yo, tell say play song.
Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off. Like, please. I appreciate you. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If Nick smoking here, I'm gonna have to shut this bitch down. Like, this stream done.
And now, of course, we have the biggest streamer in all of Twitch history who just broke every record you could think of by passing 1 million subscribers on Twitch. Yes, I'm talking about the one and only Casanat. And obviously, he's seen a lot of success featuring all types of guests on his stream, but he too, of course, has done all types of collabs with rappers as well. And for the most part, Kaz never really had any negative interactions with rappers. If anything, it's more so the fan bases or the old heads that be on their podcast. So throughout the course of his career, the only person that he's really had a weirder stream with was Blueface and Krishan Rock, of course.
For sure.
Yeah, because it's a little. My bad, Chad. You put a hole in my wall. You rich. You can fix it.
So to tie all of this together,
I'll never forget seeing that live. That was one of the few Kai streams that I was watching live, and that fried me. I was like, "There's no way you sat there and said that. You disrespectful mother." Yo. So y'all would have had to go right there. What are you talking about? I'm mailing you the bill.
Over the years, we've seen all of these streamers each have their success with these rappers, but we've also seen them all have their individual problems with a few artists as well. But there's specifically one artist who's had a problem with every single one of the streamers I previously mentioned, specifically Casanat, and that rapper goes by the name of Lil Tjay. You see, Lil Tjay is a very popular rapper from New York who
Beef with
really
everybody
hit
is
the heights
crazy.
of his career back in 2019 all the way to like 2022, dropping popular songs such as FN, Pop Out, and my personal favorite, Calling My Phone. So with all of the success that he was seeing at the time, it was without a doubt that his first stream with Aiden Ross back in 2021 ended up being very popular, which even inspired streamers like Blackboy Max to even start his streaming career.
Aiden's the reason I started streaming. Because I thought streaming was for dorks. I thought it was lame as fuck. I thought you'd go on that bitch, play games. I never, ever had Twitch. Ever. And then he did a stream with Lil Tjay, and I'm like, hold on, you can do other shit besides just gaming on here.
That's tough.
And then I realized, and I'm like, wow, bro, I want to do this.
But over the years, Lil Tjay's career has since been on the decline as he continues to find himself in drama and beefs and just overall terrible situations, which has even turned fatal. And in the midst of all of this, he's even stirred some beef up within the streaming community. So back towards the end of 2024, in like early November during the second Mafia-thon, I believe, TJ put out a post on his Instagram story calling out Casanat for how he was looking at Kodak during their stream together, where Kodak was like visibly tweaking throughout the entire thing. And in this post, he would call out both Kai and Aiden Ross for being quote unquote the biggest D-riders of life, which Aiden would end up responding to in the DMs, claiming that
Dick sucker, LOL, you too. I'ma show y'all something. You tweaking, me and Kyle always show nothing but love to you. Gotta stop with them perks. Okay, with your head.
both him and
That's
Kai
real.
show him nothing but love, and that he believed that perks were getting to TJ's head. And of course,
Something
TJ ended
was.
up taking some real offense to that.
I told Aiden, your coach of Vulture, he told me I'm on perks. I don't take perks. I don't take. I might sip a little now and then. Actually, less than you. And racist. I look like I take perks because I'm black, right? I know.
That's actually not how the math works. I would actually wager that most prescription medication abusers fall into the other demographic of people that are rather, fair-skinned. So, L take on TJ's part, but, continue.
I know. He told me, I sent him a voice note about how I feel like your coach of Vulture. He told me he's not watching that. He's watching the election. And that I need to stop taking perks. That's what you think about. He just grind his way to the top using that little face card he got. And use that nigga better stay
What
woke.
face card?
Now, while Aiden responded to all of this in the DMs, unfortunately, Kai didn't have that same liberty because he was live doing his second ever Mafia-thon, as I just said. So he was kind of forced to respond publicly, and he seemed to be genuinely confused why TJ even made this post to begin with. And the conclusion that Kai came up with was that TJ had to be in like the process of dropping some sort of project.
I don't know why he mad. I literally don't know. I was generally looking at Kodak because I was confused. Was I cool with Kodak the whole night? Yes. I generally be minding my business. Then some way, somehow, I get dragged in somewhere every single time. And I'm going to just go ahead and think that a song or an album or something about a drop. You feel me? TJ, it's unfortunate that you didn't even like text me or nothing like.
Now, this situation did eventually die down, but TJ would continue to find himself in streamer drama just 2 months later with the whole smoking situation that took place with Blackboy Max and Fabio that I mentioned earlier in the vid. And the initial reaction wasn't so bad, like obviously he didn't like the rules so he left, but that led to him getting a lot of criticism on social media, and the way that he responded to this criticism is what made this whole thing worse for him.
And it's like, you feel me? My son said, yo, can you not smoke? Excuse me, a thank you or appreciate it. Like that, immediately. I ain't even put the blunt out. Nigga said appreciate it.
He didn't say appreciate it. He said please. He said please. Can y'all not smoke it here? Please. There wasn't a thank you before you did it. But cool. But go off.
Like, you think I've been in jail, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in jail as a minor, bro. I was a felon at 13. I don't know who supposed to think Lil Tjay is, bro. You feel me? Excuse me, appreciate it. What type of reaction you really think you gonna get from that, gang? Like, you think you my mother, bro? Like, for real, niggas just slap the shit out of you. I'm on camera, bro, so I'm woo-woo, like, you feel me?
You just talked about being a felon. You just talked about being a felon, and now you're gonna sit there and say you're not gonna smack somebody because you're on camera. Those two things don't coincide with each other. Either you're a tremendously terrible human being and a criminal, or you're a civilized human being that can have, basic conversation, right? I feel like if somebody has to ask you on freaking 6 different occasions to stop smoking because I'm gonna get fined, right? I don't know, listen to him the first 2 times so he doesn't have to say it the next 4 times? What are you talking about?
So, like, you get a little cold shoulder, like, who you talking to, feel me?
Now, obviously, this sparked an even more negative response on the internet because it was just truly a terrible response. And by this point, streamers like Cuffham had already grown tired of TJ beefing with streamers instead of his real life ops.
Go shoot at them hot bridges, D-man. Go shoot at them hot bridges. Them clicked at you 7 times. It's them hot bridges. Them hot bridges clicked at you, yeah. Like, it was them snitching. I want to see beef. I want to see body shot.
Cuffham ugly as hell. But he's not wrong. Not this time.
Don't come to the streamer side, nigga.
Shout out to BAU, man. But anyways, after this beef died down with Max, it seemed like TJ had finally left the streaming community alone up until recently back in June of this year, where he would do a collab with the popular streamer Neon. And as we all know, Neon is one of Aiden's longtime friends. So he would end up asking TJ where he currently stood with Aiden and why their relationship kind of fell off.
They're asking if you fuck with Aiden?
Do I fuck with Aiden? No, I don't fuck with Aiden.
That's my brother, bro.
I don't fuck with Aiden.
That's like my bro, like if...
Yeah, you wanna know what the real shit is, though? Like, I don't got, like, no beef with Aiden, bro. But you know what it is? Sometimes, you wanna know what I think? You remember how we was talking about clipping?
Yeah.
I feel like he was clipping me, bro. Like, to a certain extent.
Well, I didn't look back and see what happened, but it's probably people clip shit out of context, make you look crazy, and then he claps back thinking you said something like, I don't know what it is, bro.
Yeah,
but...
so, all right, so an abbreviation, I think that's kind of like what happened.
Yeah.
And I kind of came to him like, yo, bro, you kind of shut me up for this. Like, why you do that? And he's like, And I'm like, damn, bro, like, and for better words, it's like, damn, bro, you kind of like, you moving big-headed. And it's like, round up, I remember we was locked in and I could talk to you about this shit. And it wasn't like a,
But we're now 3 months since that took place, and Lil Tjay is now once again beefing with Kai Cenat. And this time, it seemed to have gotten even more serious. See, it all started about 5 to 6 days ago when Ray posted a short video of Toda listening to a Lil Tjay song. And in this video, Ray proceeded to call TJ a op, which I guess he took a lot of offense to, because this would lead to TJ going onto like his spam or burner Instagram page. and send all types of messages and threats towards Ray, which of course ended up going viral, and that forced Kai Cenat to once again respond live on stream, because this time he was in the middle of his third and final subathon.
Bro, come on, man.
Of course, Fearbug posted it. So when I see your little ass and slap the fuck out you, what they gonna say? Do you know what we did? What we do to ops? Like what the algorithm say? I can't wait to see you, gang. Well, your ops put 7 rounds in your chest, and you barely survived. So we can start there.
Really? Like what? Like really? Come on, bro. Ray probably just seen that. Wait, Lil Tjay said about me, and Ray going off ignition. He going based off what he see.
Yeah, going off on Ray
You
of
got
all
a
people is
Brazilian
crazy.
nigga, and you got a Taiwanese nigga, bro. Come on, bro.
With some of the thickest accents in the game.
Stop. That just stop, y'all. Don't threaten nobody, man. It's not right. This is not right, man.
Now, it is kind of weird that both of these dramas took place while Kai was in the middle of his subathons, but truthfully, this time TJ didn't necessarily start it. He was kind of just responding to what Ray said, but obviously he went a lot overboard. But after Kai made his response, this caused TJ to finally hop on Instagram Live, where he would explain to the world why he really didn't like Kai at all, and he claimed it was because Kai derides his real life ops.
It's not no Kai Cenat. The reason why I don't like Kai, you wanna know what's crazy? I'll tell you. The reason why I don't like Kai is because he be on my real ops. He knows it. They all know it. Everybody know it. My real fans know it. The algorithm of the internet don't know it. And I'll be like, yo, gang, you f***ing, that's cool, but to go out your way and just be on a nigga dick and just keep hating on TJ, who's your age and you want some older dick, it's kind of crazy. I'd rather you just stay out the way. So it gets me mad. Get emotional. I used to never have outbursts before because there wasn't nothing as triggering as this that I'm facing now. And it's like, this nigga's media trained. I never had PR like that. I ain't never do nothing. I just drop my music. I just do what I do. So when you go through a little phase of getting trolled and shit, y'all wouldn't even know because y'all fans, you know? You can have little outbursts and go crazy and shit and get a hate train like I'm experiencing. Just know, you don't be tripping for no reason, bro. Little niggas, you know?
Now, for those of you that's unaware of what he's referring to, not to go that deep into it because this is already a long video, Kai's favorite artist is A Boogie. That's something that he's made known in public for years. The two always show each other a lot of love. But unfortunately, A Boogie and the group that he's with had some serious problems with Lil Tjay and the group that he's with.
I didn't even know he
This has led
pulled
to
up
the
the
two
Mafia-thon
getting
3.
various alleged altercations over the years. So I guess TJ feels as if Kai Cenat has a problem with him or some sort of personal vendetta against him, just because of the love that Kai always shows to A Boogie instead of him. It's kind of coming off as like jealousy in a way, but TJ didn't stop his rant there. He continued to rant all day on Instagram, claiming that maybe Kai didn't like him because of something involving his current girlfriend Gigi, and he even started urging Kai to check his girlfriend's phone live on stream.
I figured it out. Nigga probably just mad about his. No. Don't ban my name in the chat now. Respond and react. I want to see how good your I want to see how good your PR is. Come up with something. Respond and react. Anything else you was gonna respond to and say, oh my gosh, I'm such a civilian. He's bothering me. No, you was on the ops. Nigga, you asked for this, nigga. It's over, and I'm not coming at you with no gangster shit. Respond, you sicko, nigga. You sicko. Is that the reason or not? Go through the phone. Show the fans. The fans wanna know, my boy.
Now, obviously, Kai didn't
That's
do that.
kinda
I don't
funny.
even think she was there. Kai really just stopped responding to the entire thing. But TJ still kept going, continuously trolling him on social media. He even ended up posting some DMs between him and Kai where Kai asked what did he do, and he responded with everything that's been going on. And Kai once again just didn't respond to him. Honestly, at this point, TJ is just making himself look very crazy.
Left on
But
scene is
hopefully
crazy.
none of this really amounts to anything serious. At this point, it's just becoming more of a recurring thing where TJ randomly starts up some beef with a streamer. I understand not tolerating like disrespect or anything like that, But it does get to a point where like people are going to start looking at you like a weirdo or a clout chaser, or just trying to stay relevant when you keep inserting yourself into beef with harmless streamers. But that's just my personal opinion. As always, the only opinion that I really care for is y'all's opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below.
Man, shout out that boy. TJ just fighting the fall off train, you know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at somebody that's always been a big fan of somebody else's craft that you really don't get along with, you know? And if the rumors do ring true, and you know, the Highbridge individuals are the likely culprits of his near death experience, then I can understand the distaste there. But at the end of the day, it's hard to separate an artist from their music. So Kai's still always a forever loving A Boogie. You know what I mean? That's just part of the game. That's just part of the game. You gotta walk that one out. Gotta let that one go. And now to end things on a positive note, because you know we got things to do. Sakura confirms relationship with Jason. I usually don't like ships, you know.